everyone, it's Brad Cox here with Scholfield Honda. And today we're doing our Honda Virtual Owners Workshop. We usually do these in-house, but due to COVID, we're doing them virtually. So we're doing a Facebook Live. We did another one here a couple months ago and it worked out real well. I've got with me today Shay Choudhury. He's our East Side Service Manager. And we have Doug Faulkner. He's our Fixed Operations Director, which means that he's over the shops at both East and West locations and the parts department at those locations. I want to begin a little bit today by talking about warranties on the vehicles. Doug, can you tell us a little bit, go over the factory warranties on the vehicles again?
Yeah, so when you buy a new Honda from us, it comes with a 3-year, 36,000 mile warranty. That's a comprehensive warranty, covers window regulators, just basically the whole car. And then it also comes with a 5-year, 60,000 mile powertrain warranty. And then when you buy from us, you also get a lifetime powertrain warranty on your vehicle.
Correct.
Through CNA, which is a great company.
And the used ones are even, if it's 5 years old or newer, under 80,000 miles, most of those cars are going to come with that powertrain warranty. When we say powertrain, we mean what makes the car go, the engine, transmission, internal lubricated parts. Now, when we talk comprehensive warranty, that used to be a term called bumper to bumper years ago, but they actually stopped using that term and call it now comprehensive warranty. Because we do have the powertrain warranty and we take it out lifetime, we contract that through CNA warranties. The customers have the capability, once they purchase a vehicle, of taking that comprehensive coverage. What that car used to have would be a 3-year 36 comprehensive, used to be called a bumper to bumper, out lifetime to match that powertrain warranty. Now, I have several people say, I've heard people have questions about that and everything. I have some people say, well, I've never purchased a vehicle service contract. Doug, you are over our parts and service department. You were a tech before you moved into management, so we worked on cars and everything. You can work on your own cars. I don't know of a manager in our organization that hasn't recently purchased a car that has not taken advantage of that program. Explain to me why you think even somebody who can work on their own car, would want that coverage.
10 years ago, I was against this. If I had a family member come in and buy a vehicle, I would tell them don't buy the extended warranty because I can fix their car and get parts cheap, stuff like that. And I can still do that. But these days, I recommend all my friends and family to get it. I would buy it. If I bought a new car, I'd buy it myself because everything's so much more expensive these days. And it's mainly, back in the old days, the labor was the most expensive, not the parts. Now it's almost parts are more expensive. You have an audio unit go down. You can't just go to a car place and have them throw in an audio unit anymore because the screens are 8-inch screens on them. So some of those audio units are thousands of dollars.
And the audio units do a lot more than just provide music.
Yeah.
For the example, we had a customer the other day that could not get their fan to regulate from high to low. It was all built into that unit. What did that end up costing?
I don't remember that one exactly, but it's probably about $2,800 would be my guess.
Yeah.
So they're not cheap, and these cars have more and more computers in them every single year. So instead of just wires running over the whole car, now they just run control units with communication wires. Yeah. You don't have 10 wires going from control to control. It's just one, and they all talk.
We want to run a little exercise for you if you're at home. Go to your Google on your phone after this, because we don't want you to lose what we're about ready to say, and just type in how many computers are in a car. I think you're going to be surprised when the answer comes back from Google, about 50. So we have 50 computers in the average car, and that's the average car. Some of these cars even have more if they've got all these cameras, lane keep assist, adaptive cruise control systems. So if you got 50 computers on there, how many times have you ever had a glitch on your phone? So imagine that happening to your car. I think you would want some coverage in order to take care of that. Yeah. That includes diagnostic, right? Because it's not just the parts and labor. Sometimes it takes us a little while to find out exactly what may have caused that glitch, right?
Right, yeah. And on the service side, it's kind of a pain sometimes to deal with some of these extended warranties. So a lot of times, we don't like them, but CNA is the best to deal with. If you get a CNA contract through us, you come in with us, it's a disappearing deductible, you pay no deductible, so it's basically free, and they do cover the diagnostic fees.
And the other thing with that warranty, they also will pay for some towing, some trip interruption. If you're on a trip and you go down, they're not only going to take care of you and fix it, and it doesn't have to be a Honda store. That's the other beauty with CNA. It can be any reputable shop with an ASE certified mechanic. They'll pay over the phone and send you on your way. If it's gonna be a couple days for that part to come in or whatever, they're gonna rent you a car, let you continue on with your trip, so that you don't miss out on anything. It's just great coverage that you don't normally get, you know, and especially nowadays, when we're talking lifetime. 10 years from now, you could be sitting here, you know, bring your car in, you'd still have a full warranty. It's amazing. So if you have any questions about that, please call in. Our business office can help you with those questions. Our sales associates can help you. The service drive, they can all help you with those questions on vehicle service contracts. One thing that we do have here also is our Scholfield Honda Rewards program. We try to benefit those customers that do their servicing with us and take care of them. Shay, can you kind of tell us a little bit about that program there, how that works for us?
Yeah, for every dollar you spend, a certain percentage of that goes back to this rewards program. And that's calculated, it doesn't expire, and you can accumulate however much. So in the course of a year, 2 years, you could tally up, you know, $40, and you can use that to your next oil change. Or you can wait, and you know, if you have a big job coming up that's worth $800, $600, whatever, and you've got $200 accumulated in the course of a few years, you can put all that into. So I think that's huge for our customers.
Right. And you don't have to purchase a vehicle to be enrolled in that program.
Correct, and it's free. There's no charge to it, to enroll in it. There's no annual fee or anything. It's just a rewards account attached to your name and your vehicle.
Right, and when you purchase a new vehicle from us, we can put a whole oil change on there, which we do. For every vehicle that somebody purchases from us, we take care of that first oil change that car is needed. So kind of a cool little program there. One other thing I want to talk about real quick and just give you some insights on where we've gone here with Scholfield. First of all, I want to thank all of our employees because and Roger Scholfield, we were just nominated by our employees to be Wichita's best place to work once again. And that is such a great honor. That's the 11th straight year Scholfield Honda has been nominated for Wichita's best place to work. And it's such an honor. We want to thank our associates for that great honor of nominating us for that. The other thing is too, we've added and we've grown here, yes, through the pandemic, we're growing. We have a new location for sales at Central and Tyler, right on the corner there. It used to be Saturn West and then it was Enterprise Rental Car. Well, we've taken over that corner now, and it's called Scholfield Certified Pre-Owned Center, right there next to our Scholfield Honda West Center, Service Center that's over there. So come by and visit us. We've got some great coffee there. See Bill, Tyler, all the guys over there. They'll take great care of you. We've already started selling vehicles there. I think we already have around 17 units out, and they're averaging about a unit a day. So great work over there. Let's get back to our vehicles a little bit. Doug, can you tell us what HomeLink is in these vehicles and what we're seeing as far as some of the concerns customers may have with those?
Yeah, so the biggest concern, HomeLink is you can program garage door openers, your lights inside your house, those kind of things off of it. And the biggest problem we see is people not being able to program. So when you program that, you have to program the remote to the system. And then the step most people miss is you have to get up on a ladder, push that warn button on your garage door opener, and then hit that HomeLink button again after you program. That garage door light will flash twice, and then you know. If you have any problems with that, any concerns, just give us a call. 688-6450, or our west location at 729-1300, and we can walk you through it.
Right. And in addition to that, pairing your phones, hands-free link, HomeLink can also be taken care of with a phone number of 888-528-7876. That's 888-528-7876. That's Honda's kind of health link number right
Yeah, yeah, and probably 99% of the problems with pairing a phone is the phone. So that's why we always recommend you call that number first, and just go walk you through everything, make sure your phone's compatible. And then if you have problems, you know, you can always just feel free to drive on into one of our service drives and we will look at it with you.
It's crazy. We've been a part of a lot of Honda owners workshops, and that's probably one of the most asked questions is, my car's out here, can you show me how to pair it up? We can do that. And if you've got a question about it, and one of our staff to help you pair things, we've got product specialists that are right here on the showroom that will help you with that. If they're unavailable, sometimes we have somebody on the service drive, but just call in ahead. A lot of times it's good, and we'll schedule an appointment with you for somebody to go over your vehicle with you. We are changing a few little things of how we do things because of COVID. This is one of them, this show that we've got going on right here. A lot of other things are too, is we know that there's a lot of people that want to feel really safe and don't want to have any contact when they're servicing their vehicle. And we have a few options for our customers that feel that way. We believe in being very safe with our staff and our customers. And Shay, can you kind of tell us a little bit of the programs that we've got running currently right now?
Yeah, we did it in April as well, April and May, and we saw great success and got great feedback on it, so we're gonna do it again for this winter months. Essentially, what we are going to do is pick up your vehicle at your home or your work, whatever is convenient for you. We'll sanitize the car when we pick it up, do whatever maintenance or repairs are needed on it, and then bring it back to you and sanitize it upon delivery. Logistically, we ask that we pick up all the cars in the morning. Even something as simple as an oil change, yes, it takes an hour and a half, but we will deliver it in the afternoon because we're probably picking up multiple cars throughout the morning. We generally want to keep it within a 6 to 7 mile radius. We will make some exceptions depending on what the repair is and what the situation is. But we ultimately are trying to keep the best interest of the customer and our employees during this time and want to make everyone feel safe, so.
Right. And you don't have to have a service in order for us to sanitize your car. We've got a service going on right now, a special on that as well, right?
Correct. So that is sanitize your ride, which is I think $29.99. So what we'll do for that is we'll wash your vehicle, we'll vacuum the inside, and we'll also do the sanitization spray on the inside. Some people might misinterpret that as a detail. It is not a detail. I do want to emphasize that. We're just sanitizing the inside of your vehicle. And we'll wipe down key areas and main areas, but for the most part, we're just getting it clean, sanitary.
Running through the wash, that's not including a vacuum, but we do sanitize the whole interior of the vehicle, right down the steering wheel, all of that stuff. Now, if you do want your vehicle clean, we do have those services. Doug, can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, and that sanitization does actually include the vacuum. We do vacuum down that, but we do.
That's a heck of a deal. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, so we do a full detail work here. We can detail your car. A complete detail would include the interior of the vehicle, the exterior, the trunk, the engine compartment, the wheels, tires, everything. So we do everything from top to bottom. We do ceramic coating. We do clear shields, window tinting, wraps. We can wrap entire cars. We wrapped a Lotus. We wrapped a Mercedes AMG. I mean, we wrapped a lot of vehicles.
So we took down some questions on what we've had from some of these Honda workshops in the past, and I'm going to go ahead and just go down some of these and let you guys answer them. Shay, do we offer rental cars?
We do. We have a wide variety of fleets, so we have everything from a Civic Accord all the way to a Pilot and Odyssey. We offer them to people that have their vehicles in for service, whether it's for a day or multiple days, and it's just $25 a day. I would challenge to find another company that can offer a large SUV for $25 a day.
That's right.
That's one heck of a deal.
You won't find anybody, so don't look.
And these are pretty new vehicles, right?
Yeah, we rotate them in about every 6 to 12 months. So they're like right now, our fleet are all 2021 cars with under 1,000 miles. So
Beautiful vehicles. Had a lady was trying to buy one. She had to buy a brand new one just the other day. So.
Yeah, and we can't always do it, but if you drive an Accord and you've been thinking about a CRV, and you call in for that service, you might just ask them, hey, can I go ahead and rent a CRV that day? That way you can drive for a day or two and decide if it's something you like.
Right. Doug, I had a customer ask, they bought their car at the east store. They live in Goddard. Do they have to bring the car over here to the east side to have it serviced?
Not at all. Our west location at Central and Tyler can do anything we do here except for window tint and the clear shield. So they can do all your warranty work, engines replacements, transmissions, which doesn't happen very often on Honda, but they do anything.
And because we just added the new sales center over there, we are now offering detailing.
Yeah,
So
detail your car.
yeah, we have a detail center right there at the east location. That sales center really added a lot of space for us to have that. So, Shay, do I have to make an appointment for an oil change, or can I just walk in?
the short answer is no. Both our facilities, east and west, are capable of taking same-day walk-ins. We always try to make appointments on it so we can see if there's recalls or anything else that the customer needs to be aware of. But if you're in a pinch or last-minute oil change, yeah, we can get you in same day and get you taken care of. So.
I also want to mention that we service all makes and models. So we have a lot of our Honda customers bring in their Toyotas, bring in their Fords, and all sorts of vehicles. We document those vehicles, we report everything to Carfax, so yes, we can service all makes and models, and we definitely do.
And that also can go into your reward program.
Yes, and it's by household, right?
Yeah.
So it's not per car, so it can really add up pretty quickly. Doug, I've heard you can fix tires instead of replacing them, is that true?
Yes, depends on what's in the tire, depends on the repair, so as long as it's not in the outer tread blocks, towards the sidewalks, that part of the tire flexes, so it's hard to get something sealed. If it's in the center tread blocks, less than a quarter inch, we can repair it. We use a patch plug combination, so it patches the tires, so you get a nice good seal, and then that plug comes through to seal off those steel belts so they don't rust on you.
Right. And Shay, during this pandemic, I'm hesitant to touch things such as cash or PIN pads. Do you guys offer alternative ways to pay?
Sure, we can do pay over the phone if you're comfortable doing that. If you're not comfortable with that, we can send you a text and you can follow the prompts of the credit card company and how to pay via that way. So,
And we do also, anytime a customer uses one of our keypads or our credit card machines, it gets wiped down immediately after that service.
Yeah. We have another question here. It says, my vehicle sometimes sounds like the engine turns off at a stoplight, which I understand is a feature of the vehicle, but sometimes it doesn't do it. Do I need to bring it in to get it looked at? I really don't think, because it's depending on how the vehicle's functioning, what all you have on in the vehicle, if you have the AC on and everything else. If you want us to just look at it, we can. Doug, do you have anything to add to that?
Yeah, the little auto stop light comes on the dash. So if it's, right, like it's getting cold out now, so you start your car in the morning, it's not gonna go into idle stop until that engine warms up. So the light will be on there. The only time you'd really notice that there's a problem is there would be a warning light to let you know that there's a problem with the auto stop function.
Right. Another question we've had is, my low tire light comes on, I have nitrogen in my tires, why does my low tire light still come on occasionally?
So nitrogen, okay, let me try to make it easy. So with air, there's 70, I think 2% nitrogen in the air right now. So when you go to the 98% nitrogen, like a lot of people do, it just doesn't fluctuate as much. It still fluctuates, not just as much. So if you get a 30-degree drop, a normal tire might drop 6 psi, or a nitrogen tire might only be 3 psi. So, but whenever you're going all summer and you're running those tires and that first cold hits, it's not uncommon for that light to come on. So if that light comes on, just stop by either location, just pull it onto the service drive and just say, hey, my tire light come on. What we'll do is we'll go through and check all 4 of your tire pressures. 90% of the time what we find is they're just all a little bit low. So we just top them off, send you on your way. It takes maybe 5 minutes. If in fact we have one tire that's lower than the rest, then at that point we'll recommend just looking at it, make sure you don't have some kind of debris in the tire.
Okay. And Shay, customers asking here, what do I do if I need to have my vehicle towed in?
sure. Call our service department, let us know that the car is being towed in. Depending on how old the car is, if it's still under manufacturer's warranty, Honda has a free roadside service. That number is 866-864-5211. And they'll get a tow company out here and get it sent over to our dealership as promptly as they can. Other ways to get it towed is your insurance company, your car insurance could have free tow service with that. And if you don't have that, just call your local preferable tow company, and when you call us, we can give you a tow company as well if you don't have one. But yeah, ultimately we just want to know that it's coming in and at what time so we can expect it.
Okay. We've got a couple questions, and I'll take one of the question was, can you turn off the idle stop? The answer is yes. You just have to, each time you start the vehicle, the first time you start it, you just reach down and hit that little auto stop off button. It is something that has to be set each time you start the vehicle. You can't just program the car to never do it.
We got another question about some bumper guards, and we are going to get right back with you and find out. There was some delays on some products because of COVID, but we're going to look to see what we can find out on that product and make sure we get right back with you on that. If you could, please go ahead and call in to 688-6400 and ask for Jason Shire. That's 688-6400. Jason Shire is your contact there. He handles most of our accessories that we add onto the vehicles and does a great job with that. One other question here for Doug. I've come in for maintenance a couple of times, and the consultant recommends rotating the tires every time I come in for an oil change. That used to be every other time. How come it's every time now, Doug?
Well, Honda used to recommend changing oil every 3,750 miles. Tire manufacturers generally recommend rotating your tires every 6,000 to 8,000 miles. So on the old system, you come in every other oil change, you get your tires rotated. Well, with the new oil in the engines we run now, it goes off your driving habits. So you may go anywhere from 5,000 to 11,000 miles on an oil change. So generally, most people go about 7 to 8. So generally, your tire rotation is going to be doing every service.
Great. One other thing I want to talk about real quickly, and we're going to get off here. If you have any questions, please feel free to call in or email us any questions. We have launched a new program here where we send our customers a text letting them know what our mechanics are looking at. Shay, can you kind of show, the thing that I'm amazed about it is that our text will actually go through and do a video of the items that they see that the customer may need on their vehicle. So when we send this text out to the customer, they're actually seeing the recommendations and they're actually getting some video of that, correct?
Yep.
Can you kind of tell us what we've launched here?
Yeah, so all maintenance vehicles and repair vehicles for that matter, we'll check the battery and we'll show that in the video. We'll show the filters, we'll show the tires and tread depth while the technician's talking, telling you what size it is. If it allows, we'll show the brake pads, and then the technician will go underneath the car and show you the suspension, the boots on it, and then go underneath the engine and show you if there's any oil leaks, so you can visually see if there is anything going on. It's interesting because most people don't know the underneath of their car,
Right.
and it's nice to see. Oh, hey, yeah, you know, there's a seat. I don't have to worry about it today. And then the next time you come in and you get the next video, and now you see the leak, and you can see a difference of what a seat to a leak to a grip is.
Right, right. I think it's pretty awesome because they show the tag so you know it's your vehicle and they walk right in. And I was watching it with a customer the other day who happened to be in the lounge saying, well, the customer was just blown away. This is so cool. I can actually see what's going on instead of just taking somebody's word for it. Because it's hard for us to bring the customer in there because of safety reasons to let them walk underneath their vehicle and show them some of the things we're talking about. We used to be able to maybe take a snapshot and everything, but these videos have added a whole new dimension to give the customer peace of mind.
Yeah, and another awesome part about that program is we can actually send you a quote now through a text message or email. So, you know, if you're busy in a Zoom meeting these days or something like that, you can just look at it real quick. You can authorize, so say they recommend an air filter and a battery or something. You might authorize the air filter and the battery, or you might have a question. Hey, what's going on with my battery? So at that point, you can just call in, or you can text back a question, and we can answer it that way. Or if we don't hear back from you on that in 5-10 minutes, we generally just try to give you a call to see if you have any questions or anything like that. But it's an awesome system.
Cool. I'm going to answer another question that was sent in. I have an indicator illuminating on the dash that says keyless remote battery low. What does this mean? Well, the beauty of Hondas is they've got so much technology in this car, it will actually read to give you an indication that your remote battery is a little bit low. And all you have to do, you can bring it into us, we will go into that key fob and replace that battery, and it'll reset once we do that. Doug, when I set my cruise control, it does not work. What can cause that?
On Hondas, the majority of the time, there's a main button. And on the steering wheel on the new ones, it just says main. So you just gotta make sure that button's on. That's something, in my vehicle, I leave it on all the time, just so I can just hit the set button and go. So that's generally what the problem is. So you just make sure that main switch is turned on before you set that cruise.
The other thing we've seen too, if there's debris on the adaptive cruise control sensor on the front of the grille, that will enable that system. So that will also trigger maybe even some warning lights or something like that would happen, correct? Okay. Here's another one for Doug. I came outside the other day and all of my windows were rolled down and the sunroof was open. How does this happen?
Generally, it's from your key in your pocket and something pressing up against it, or in your purse. So what a lot of people don't know about a lot of the Honda models is if you hit, with your keyless remote, if you hit unlock once and then push it again and hold it, it will then roll all the windows down and open the sunroof if it has it. So you can air out the car before you get in it. And then if you want to shut them all, you can't do it with the remote, but you can take that key, stick in that driver's door, turn to lock, and then turn it, hold it to lock again, and we'll roll all the windows up and shut the sunroof if you'd like.
Right. Shay, I've got one for you. This one says, I've had my van for about a year and there were a few recalls on the vehicle, but they couldn't get to one because parts weren't available. The rear view camera recall. Should I be worried while I wait?
No. So what that recall, what happens is three things. Either the camera is cloudy, it's black, or it'll say on your screen, not available. And that's not an audio unit touchscreen thing, it's specifically the camera itself in the back. Due to COVID, production is limited and delivery is a little chaotic. So we're having a hard time getting parts here on time. But it's not a concern or anything, and it's just a camera. So there's no drivability issues, we just replace that camera in the back and that's it. So,
And we probably see, what, 95% no problem?
correct.
And we just give them a new camera. So
Yep.
if it is a safety concern for you and that camera is cloudy or blank, come see us. We'll find a way to find you a camera or something. So.
Okay. Shay, here's one. Should I do anything different for the cold months? If so, do you guys offer anything?
Yeah, so cold months, we typically suggest checking your tires, see if there's enough tread. When there's not enough tread, it's hard when it's raining and snow for it to dissipate through your tires. In ice, there's no tire in the world that's gonna help you in that. But you also want to check your battery. It seems to be batteries struggle a little bit more in the winter because of temperature. Wiper blades, when it's snowing, you want to make sure your wiper blades are good. And then check your coolant. So when it gets to a certain temperature, you want to make sure that everything is safe and sound there. We offer a service for that, and we actually added an additional thing. We'll check your fuel line and add a fuel additive, so those hard starts and your fuel lines won't freeze. That service, I believe, is $89.95, and you can make an appointment with that with your oil change or just do it on its own. But we'll check your tires, battery, and all that. Just make sure you're set for the next 3 to 4 months.
Okay, great. One more for Doug. Does Honda sell wiper blades?
Yes, they do. And they actually sell just the rubber inserts, which
Yes.
is, if you've never had a Honda before, most manufacturers, all they sell is the whole blade. So we can generally do it cheaper than most places by just selling the rubber insert only. And it's something that you can just pull up on our service drive. Generally, we can have you in and out in 5-10 minutes.
Okay. Doug, can you just go over our hours real quick?
Yeah, we are open 7 to 6, Monday through Friday, both locations. On the east side, we're open Saturday 8 to 5, and on the west side, it's 8 to 1.
And don't forget for COVID, if you make an appointment, you're getting your car in, you want a contactless experience, you can drop your vehicle off in our after hours. Go up, we've got these real nice boxes that you can pull out. There'll be an envelope in there. You can put the information, put the keys in there, and just put that key in the drop slot. We'll be able to take care of your car and then contact you when the car is ready, and make sure that the car is presentable for you when you're ready to come back and get it without any contact. You can pay over the phone and all that stuff, just like we covered a little while ago. We invite you to come see us if you've got any questions about your vehicle, whether you've been a customer of ours or not. We invite those questions. We really appreciate all our customers' business. We do a lot of business here, and I've got to hand it to these guys. We do around 1,000 oil changes a month. That seems like a large number, and it is. We do have 2 service centers here, and we take great care of these customers, and these guys do a great job, and their staffs are phenomenal. And we're very lucky to have the people here that we've got working for us. Our average tenure in the shop is like 15 years. Doug, you've been with us for 26 years. It's just amazing. Shay, you've been in the business how long?
Almost 10.
Almost 10. So we've got very well trained and a lot of experience here in the shop here at Scholfield Honda. And don't forget about our west location on West Central at Central and Tyler. And don't forget to come see us at the Certified Pre-Owned Center there. We thank you all for joining us today, and please, again, call us if you have any questions, 688-6400, right here at Scholfield Honda.